good? What is happening, everybody? It's your boy Ferris Muthana, and welcome to another edition of Good Friends, Better Rivals on the Let's Get Ready to Talk Schmodown Network. I am your boy Ferris Muthana, and welcome to Good Friends, Better Rivals. I'm here with my right hand man, always and forever. It is Caleb. Caleb, how are you, my man?
I'm good, man. You're back.
Yes, I am back. I'm back. I missed last week due to some unforeseen circumstances, but I am back. I am back and better than ever. So Caleb, let's get right into this, man. Our Thursday night game we had, it was Colts Jets. The score indicated that it was a 15-point game, 45-30, but me and you both know it wasn't as close as it was. It was a bunch
No,
of garbage. It was actually 45-10 at one moment. And then the Jets the Colts kind of just stopped playing football, knowing that the game was over. And I think the
pretty
game
much.
is over when Mike White got injured for the Jets, because Mike White is the sensation. Uh, Mike White, he's gonna take Zach Wilson's job. He upset the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know what that means, because who upsets the Cincinnati Bengals? They're not a Super Bowl contender, so I don't know.
We don't know
Upsetting the
that.
Bengals,
It could
yeah,
be.
it could be, but we don't really know. But yeah, Caleb, your thoughts on the game initially when you were watching it?
Um, well, yes, I picked the Colts to win. I didn't think just because the Jets got some crazy win that they were going to come out and win
Mhm.
in Indianapolis. Um, yeah, like you said, the game was pretty much over once Mike White got hurt. Which he was kind of like, he kind of looked just as coming off the same game. Like
He's pretty
what he
good.
did. Yeah, he looked pretty
Yeah.
good for the first drive. He looked like he picked up where he left off. But then after that, Josh Johnson comes in, and what are you gonna expect from him? I mean, he's just a guy coming in.
Hey man,
You
hey
know, you
man. That's LA Wildcat legend Josh Johnson. You watch your mouth, sir. You watch your mouth.
okay. Well, I didn't expect him to do much. So they sat there and got their ass kicked. But
Yes.
what was great was interesting about this game was that they did it all by the run game. Like they were just running it down the Jets' throat all game long with
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Taylor, with Naeem Hines. It didn't matter who was carrying the ball; they were just going all off on this game. And it's crazy because isn't Robert Saleh supposed to be a defensive guy? Like
Yes, yes, he
where's the
is.
defense
He's
at?
supposed to be. Yeah, where
Where
the
the hell
defense
was the
at?
defense at?
Where was the defense? I think it's a lack of talent. That's what I think it is. The Jets' problem. It's a lack of talent. And Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh need to find that talent. You know what I mean? Like, who on that defense can you say is a like a future good, like Quentin Williams? That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. And who else?
I don't
Thank you.
know.
Thank right there. Who else? There is Marcus May. Eh. What? Uh, Bronson Kafusi. I think that's what it is. No. Fatukusu. Fatukusu. I think that's his name. Nate Shepard. Like, no one that in your mind that pop out is like, this is a good defensive player. Yeah, this is it. No, it's Quinton Williams, and that's it. Like, his brother Quincy's on the team, but like, Quincy don't do nothing. It's Quinton. It's Quinton and nobody else, honestly. Shout out to Agent Nicole Lynn. Shout out to her. Yeah, Caleb, you're completely correct in your assessment. It was pure running game. Jonathan Taylor had 19 carries for 172 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Naheem Hines, who is their change of pace running back, he catches
Yeah.
balls. He's a receiving back. He had 72 yards rushing
Yep.
and a touchdown with 12 yards to carry, and Jonathan Taylor had 9 yards to carry, and so like it was just all running game all the time, and
And it
that's
it
what it is.
really
And
helped
also,
out
yeah.
Carson Wentz's game because he threw like 50 times in the last game, and then they I think they made it a point like we got to run the ball to win this game because
Mm-hmm.
that's why they lost. I mean they were throwing all over the place in the last game and they lost. Because he's prone to make the stupid dumb decisions and making
The
those dumb
two the two
throws when he throws
interceptions.
too much.
Yeah, the two
You know,
interceptions at the end of the game
Yeah,
that
so
ruined it.
they trying to limit that and trying to throw less so he can have the good throws instead of uh you know giving him a chance to throw those stupid throws that he makes.
Hmm.
So they were focusing on the run. And it worked out pretty damn well in this game.
Yeah, man, and also, like, no offense, and Josh Johnson actually played very well. He had
Well, I mean, it was
317
garbage
yards.
time.
I know, but it's 3. But still, he played. He like scored 30 points on them. You know what I mean? Like even some bad quarterbacks don't even score 30 points. You know what I mean? So no, let's give him a little credit. Let's give him a little credit. Let's not just throw him in the trash heap. Yeah, but it is what it is. He had three touchdowns. But yeah, why didn't they involve Michael Carter more? I don't understand that. Like the reason you won last week is that
you're behind. You're not going to really run the ball when you're.
I'm talking about at the beginning of the game. In the beginning of the game, they should have ran the ball more. Kept the Colts offense on the sideline, but they didn't do that. The Colts defense, they showed up. DeForest Buckner, Bobby Okereke, Kenny Moore, the second, their best corner, Rocky Singh, and Darius Leonard created a couple of turnovers. So it was a good all-around effort on a Thursday night game, and the best team won. The Colts are the better team, and they won, and they showed it. Yes. Anything else, Caleb?
No, that's pretty much what I expect out of this game.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about the previous weekend games before we preview the upcoming week. Let's just start from the beginning. You already talked about Packers Cardinals, so that's good. Panthers Falcons. It was really a toss up. Who really cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like who gives a damn? Honestly, let's not even talk about that game. Let's talk about it. Titans Colts. See, Titans Colts last week. Unfortunately, Derrick Henry broke his foot. The Titans lose their best player, and I think the Titans are gonna be. They're not gonna be making any more noise because now they don't have to stack the box. They don't have to stack the box, to be honest. So they just need to throw a lot of people in coverage for Ryan Tannehill, because who on that offense scares you besides Derrick Henry? Julio Jones hasn't done anything this year. Like, no offense to Julio Jones. AJ Brown's been injured the entire year, and who else? Nobody. Their defense isn't as good as people think it is. The only reason their defense is a modicum of okay is that their offense keeps
mediocre.
Yeah, the offense keeps them off the field because they run the ball.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
but
that's pretty much it.
But like I was mentioning earlier that the game came down to those two stupid throws that Carson Wentz makes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He didn't make them when he's throwing the ball 50 times a game.
Yes.
And he did well to go into overtime on the last drive of the game regulation, and then he screws up again. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He screws up and loses the game. I picked the Colts to win this game. And I think they really had a shot. I think they really could have. And then Titans, it shows Titans, without Derrick Henry, I don't know really what they are.
We're about to see next week. Without Derrick Henry. They signed Adrian Peterson with Jeremy McNichols. We'll see how they are without Derrick Henry. This game, I think the Colts should have won this game, but Carson Wentz made those two crucial mistakes, and the Colts didn't win the game. Like, that's pretty much the reason. Like, the Titans aren't better than the Colts. That's not happening. They're not. They have the best player on the field, number 22, but they're not better as a team. See, this is what the NFL is. It's the ultimate team game. It's not one player, because if it was just one player, then Dan Marino would have like a bunch of Super Bowls. That's not it. That's not what happens, man. It's the best team wins all the time. The Niners, they were the best team in the 80s. It's always the best team. All right, Caleb. The Bills beat the Dolphins as expected. The Bills being a quiet team. I think the Bills make the playoffs. I think the Bills make the Super Bowl. That was
my prediction at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Jets Bengals, apparently the biggest upset of the week, even though.
Yeah.
Okay, they're the Bengals.
They're not the Bengals. They're the Bengals, but they're not the Bengals of the past. They're
the Bengals. No. These are the Bengals. You're talking about the Bungles. The Bungles happened a couple of years ago. That's what we're talking about. The Bengals are the Bengals. Whatever, the Bengals. But let's not act like the Bengals are like a playoff team. When the heck they become a playoff team?
They were the number one seed going into the last week.
We'll see, but you can't be losing teams like the Jets.
That's true.
You can't be losing teams like the Jets. Like, at least the Ravens lost to the Raiders.
They didn't have no tape on Mike White. They didn't know what to expect. They didn't know this guy was going to come and do all what he did.
I'm actually kind of sad that he got injured tonight because what if he had like two back-to-back great games?
Well, that would have been great because you would seen
Yeah,
that Jets quarterback controversy, and
yeah, yeah,
you
yes,
know,
yes, yes. Yeah, it is what it is. I feel sorry for the Bengals and Joe Burrow, I believe. Yeah, Joe
I mean, their
Burrow.
offense was still good. They still put up like over 30
It's
points,
the
so it
defense.
wasn't
Yeah,
the
it's the
offense's
defense. Yeah, it's the
fault.
defense's fault. It's the defense's fault, man. You could clearly see it. I just don't like how Joe Burrow doesn't give T. Higgins touchdown passes. Like, what's up with that? Like, what's up with that? It's not cool. Come on, Joe.
It's his boy, Jamar. He's his boy. I mean, he's gonna give it to his boy.
Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, see, Michael Carter last week had 77 yards rushing and a touchdown and had 95 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Where was he this week in the passing game?
Well, they were ahead.
But in the passing game, you're
Uh,
passing still.
they took him out at a certain point. So
I don't understand why, man. Like the Jets are just sheesh. Come on, Mike LaFleur. Mike White did have two interceptions last week too. So like, let's not act like he played
yeah,
phenomenal. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Caleb, any final thoughts on this game?
I expect the Bengals to bounce back. I mean,
Yeah, I
I don't.
expect them to
I
bounce back
still
too.
think they're a really good team.
Yeah. All right, now Caleb, let's talk about this. And it's Steelers Browns. Who cares? Um, Eagles destroyed the Lions. Rams beat the Texans. Cooper Cup was being Cooper Cup. And you like I can admit when I'm wrong. Matthew Stafford isn't as good as I thought he was. Yeah,
I don't
just
know why
isn't.
you thought he was any good.
I thought he was good, man. Because I was just enamored with him. But like like how you have that opinion about football that you just won't let go. You just
Yeah.
won't let go. Like you, where your opinion of like the Cowboys actually are going to do something every year, and you just won't let it
Screw you,
go.
man. Screw
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That's who Matthew Stafford was to
Yeah.
me.
So
I just wouldn't let him go, but I'm letting Matthew Stafford go now. Bye, beautiful butterfly. Bye, because if the Rams don't win a Super Bowl this year, it's because of Matthew Stafford.
well,
Okay.
they won't. So don't
Hey
even worry
man.
about that.
Hey man, that defense though. That defense. Hey man. Hey man. Having Vaughn and Aaron
Oh, Von Miller,
and
who's hurt.
he's not hurt. He was at practice.
Oh, he's hurt. Coming off an
He's not
injury.
hurt.
He's
That
hurt,
is not true. Get out
and
of
he's
here.
old. He's old.
Old. He's old. How dare you? How dare you? Watch him, bro. Watch Leonard Floyd and him and Aaron Donald reinvigorate Von Miller's career. Watch it. He's gonna
Okay.
what he is. You know what he is? Caleb?
What?
He's DeMarcus Ware. He's DeMarcus Ware. He went to this other team that unlike DeMarcus Ware, he actually won a Super Bowl with the team that drafted him. Unlike with DeMarcus Ware, shout out to DeMarcus Ware. Troy University also produced OCU Manura, by the way. But yeah, like DeMarcus Ware had to like waste 10 years of his career with this one team. Then when
You
he
can go
went,
screw yourself.
what? Hey man, why you gotta be like that? Who did he play for again? I don't remember. I don't remember. Probably
Well, he's going in as Dallas Cowboys when he goes to Hall of Fame. So
you should go in as a Bronco, to be honest, just to
he's
piss
not
y'all
going
off.
as a Bronco. He's going as a Dallas Cowboys. So shut it, man.
Yeah. But still, he had to leave the Cowboys to win a Super Bowl, and then with Vaughn, he won a Super Bowl in Denver as the best player. Then he's gonna go to the Rams, and he's gonna bring that Super Bowl pedigree. They're gonna win a title because of not because of Von Miller, but the team. And you know what? I like their strategy. They're like, we don't care about picks. Have all the picks you want. We don't care.
Yeah, I
So
mean
yeah, it's like it
it
works.
better work out
It's
because if it
working
doesn't work out, you just don't have anything.
for the future.
And and the reason why picks work is because you're paying all this money to all these old veteran guys, and you versus paying rookies that
Yeah.
if you draft well, then you're paying good players not a lot of money. That's
Mm-hmm.
why you draft players. You just
Yeah.
have to be good
Yeah,
at it.
man.
And apparently, they
Yeah,
don't
man.
care. They
Hey,
don't
shout
want to
out
be
to
good at it.
Derek Weatherly. Shout out to him
What's
in
up?
chat. Yo, new viewer,
Vernon?
forever supporter Vernon. Shout out to Vernon. Star Drew here every week. Shout out to Star Drew and the boy Davon. Davon, what's his? Is that his new avatar? Is that him and that's him and his girl? Yo, shout out to I don't know what is the girl's name, but shout out to her. She's probably better than Davon because every great man has a greater woman behind them. Shout out to shout out to Davon and his missus. Yeah. So let's now get it to Niners Bears. The Niners bounced back from their game against the Colts. Prince Aladdin, Jimmy G, Jimmy GQ, Jimmy Garoppolo. Can you believe that his nickname is Prince Aladdin? That's crazy, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I don't understand that. Like I don't get that, bro. That's wild. You know what I'm
He
gonna
has
do
that look,
every week?
Aladdin.
Every week he plays, I'm gonna be like, this is your daily reminder that Jimmy Garoppolo's nickname is Prince Aladdin. Kev, your thoughts on this game?
Well, I'm not gonna pick
And
Sucky
your
as Justin Fields again.
nah, I was about to make a joke, but you ruined it. I
Well,
was gonna be like,
I picked
give me your
him, and
thoughts.
he goes there and lose game. All he can do is freaking run. He runs, get over 100 yards. Great job. He still lost the goddamn game, jackass.
Hey man, can
Yeah,
you stop
those
cussing?
ball.
Can you stop cussing?
Oh yeah, did you not just cuss a bunch?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well,
I
maybe
didn't.
I just hear cuss words coming out of your
Yeah,
mouth
no,
all the
man.
time.
I didn't discuss. Hey, man, what's funny about this game is that Elijah Mitchell had 137 yards rushing and a touchdown. And Jimmy Garoppolo had 2 touchdowns rushing. He had no touchdowns passing. And you know what? Like, I should have picked up. I should have picked up Elijah Mitchell in my fantasy. Someone actually dropped him in one of my fantasy leagues. I should have picked him up. He would have been a great addition. Uh, hold up, and I'll check that later. So my thoughts on this game is like, it was your run of the mill game that like the Niners always beat teams that are like not very good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But they're not a great team anymore
I
either
don't think
because
they're as bad as maybe they seem, because I mean their
mhm,
schedule has been pretty brutal. If you go back and
yeah,
look at the teams that they lost to, lost to some good teams. So I don't think they're that bad. I think they're an average to good team.
people's people's mamas be watching. That's true. Quite
Yeah,
quite the cussing. Yeah, yeah. I don't think they're a bad team. I think they're a good team. You know what I mean? But they're not a great team. Like they're a
yeah.
good team that probably is gonna fight for a playoff
And
spot.
and then Trey Lance started a couple of games that kind of contributed to a couple of losses there. So yeah, I mean with
Yeah,
Jimmy Garoppolo, they're average to good.
yeah. They're average to good, I think. And then the play calling's pretty good. I posted this on Twitter when they were against the Colts. Um, if you guys love the Niners running game, stop giving the credit to Kyle Shanahan. His name is Bobby Turner. He's the running backs coach for the San Francisco 49ers. He was the running backs coach in Washington. He was running backs coach in Denver with Mike Shanahan. He's the reason these running backs are very good. He helps the zone running scheme. The reason Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame, Bobby Turner. The reason people thought Alfred Morris was going to be a good running back, you remember Alfred Morris, right, Caleb?
Well, yeah, he played
Bobby
for us for
Turner.
2 years.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby Turner. The reason the Niners go through running backs like I go through drinks, Bobby Turner. You know what I mean? Matt Breida, Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson Jr., Jerick McKinnon, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Sermon. Give him a running back, you're gonna get 1,000 yards. Bobby Turner, remember that name. Give that man the credit he deserves. And we need to start putting assistant coaches in the Hall of Fame because Bobby should be in the Hall of Fame. Because what he's done, it's insane. And your final thoughts on this game, Caleb?
Not picking the Bears again.
I don't know why you did. I've stopped picking the Bears. They're not a good team. They're not a good team. And you know what, too, Caleb? Like, as much as you hate Justin Fields, you can
I
agree
don't
with me
hate him.
that you
Stop with all
do.
this
You do.
hate talk. Don't hate him.
But you
I
do.
don't hate him.
You do.
It's not
All
good.
right, but
He's
here's the
not
thing
good
I'm trying to tell you.
quarterback. Not good.
Here's the thing I'm trying to tell you, Caleb. Whatever your feelings are about him, me and you can agree that this head coach is trying to sabotage him. I don't understand what Matt Nagy is so angry that he's a starter for. He's better than Andy Dalton. Like Andy Dalton's lost his
I don't know
juice.
about that. I don't know about that.
He's lost his juice. The Red Rifle's now a pea shooter. Come on, man.
He got 4 bullets left.
Yeah, full bullets. Yeah, right. More like water gun. Yeah, but like, yeah, man. Like, I just feel like he just does not like Justin Fields. Like Matt Nagy just
No,
hates
he
him.
doesn't like. He doesn't think he's good.
Then why draft him?
Oh, probably wasn't his doing.
Come on, man. Really?
Probably was GM.
That's
Could have been someone else. Could have been influenced to draft him.
we'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's move on. The Patriots beat the Chargers. I think that was a bigger upset than the Bengals losing to the Jets because the Chargers looking good the past
Yeah.
couple of weeks, and then they completely flubbed it up these past 2 weeks against the Ravens and against these. But the Ravens loss, I understand because it's a West to East team, and the
Hmm.
West to East teams they usually lose those games. They usually never win those games. So, but this is the game that I'm like, yo, what's up with you losing to the Patriots for? You should have beaten the Patriots. Your thoughts on this game, Kill?
Didn't expect it. Mac Jones is just looking. He's getting better and better, man. He started. He was at the beginning of the season. He wasn't looking very good. Wouldn't throw the ball over 20 yards. But he's slowly gotten better. He's slowly getting more efficient. Not great. Spectacular or anything, but he's very very efficient, and he's getting the job done. I mean, I don't know what's happening to Justin Herbert. Like these two
I have no
games,
idea
it
either.
just has not.
I've been very good.
I don't get, especially this game. You're coming off a bye. You have all this preparation, and all this rest time, and you still show up like you did the week prior,
Two
in the game
weeks.
prior. I don't know what's going on with him right now.
Mm, the
I don't
Chargers
know.
are chargering.
Yeah,
The
it's
Chargers are
just like
chargering.
just a little. He's going through a slump right now. Um, I don't know. He needs something in the AFC West that's affecting Mahomes and Herbert right now, that they're just in some type of a slump.
But Derek Carr ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
Well, Derek Carr is Derek Carr, so it is what it is. Uh, hey, Derek, we'll see about this, man. I know we're 5-3 and you're 5-4. Weekly updates, because I will see. I guarantee you, we're gonna be a seed ahead of you. Yeah. See, that's the biggest. That's the biggest story of this game, Caleb. Is Justin Herbert, not Mac Jones, not Austin Eckler, not Keenan Allen. No, it's Justin Herbert. He was supposed to get next. He's had two bad games. Here's the thing: you've had two bad games. How are you going to bounce back this coming week? That's the key we're going to be watching. Can he bounce back? And when we preview it, we'll find out who he faces this week. And we'll preview, can he bounce back? We'll preview it. That's the biggest story here, man. And honestly, man, I don't really have much to say. It was just your basic run-of-the-mill game. Nothing too excited happened. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, right? But now let's move on to a game that really shook me. Is Saints Bucks. We're skipping Seahawks Jaguars because Seahawks beat the Jaguars up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Saints Bucks. The Saints own Tom Brady in the regular season,
Apparently, because in the last two games last season, they beat him up. They beat him up in this game.
except in the playoffs. In the
Not
playoffs,
in
he
the
beats
playoffs. No, in
them.
the regular season. The regular season, no.
No. Think about the scale up. They beat him up in the playoff in the regular season, right? But when the
Yeah.
playoffs come, he just seems to beat them.
Well, because that's playoff Tom Brady's different than regular season Tom Brady.
Hey man, dude, he sold his soul to somebody. I'm sorry, man. Like, how does that happen? He just always wins. I so good.
Yeah. But the most surprising part about this, they won with their damn back, though. I mean, Trevor Simeon comes in for James Winston's hurt his ACL, towards ACL, out for the season. So they're riding with Simeon right now. And in this game, when he goes out, outplays Tom Brady in the second half of the game, because Tom Brady throws like two picks, especially the crucial one at the end of the game. That was shocking, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, they beat them by 9, which is a crazy thing to me because they were charging, and they need to score quick to get the ball back. But I just don't understand this anomaly. They beat them in the regular season. The Saints own Tom Brady in the regular season, but he beat them in the playoffs, and I'm just befuddled. I'm just literally befuddled.
Yeah,
About
I mean,
this,
Bucks
man.
have
I'm
no
just
run
befuddled.
game. That probably didn't help him.
Exactly. Yeah, they definitely had no run game. All right, yeah, now Caleb. Let's move on to the two primetime games that involved our teams, because the Giants are definitely primetime worthy, and so are the Cowboys. We would talk about the Broncos Washington game, but like the Broncos beat the Washington football team. Who cares? Broncos stink. Washington stinks more. It is what it is. All right, now Caleb. Now take me through it. You find out an hour before the game, Dak Prescott's
Yeah,
not playing.
I'll take you through it because before the game, I'm not even watching the afternoon games. I am on
Yeah.
Twitter. I am watching Twitter on his pre-workouts, just seeing how he's doing, if he's going to play, if he's not going to play. And the more time goes on, it looks like he's not going to play. And then it comes out, Cooper Rush is starting, and I'm like, oh shit, this is not good because Cooper Rush had a good first preseason, and then after that he was looking like, crappy on and off, here, there, up and down. And I didn't really expect much from him going into this game. But he wasn't good. He wasn't good in the first half. He wasn't good in the first half. He's making bad throws. Just like I don't know what kind of throws he's making. But what kept us in this game was how damn good the defense played. How damn good Michael Parsons played. He won Defensive Player of the Week, NFC Defensive Player of the Week this week because of 11 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. He was all over the damn place. Like he was the defense in this game. Him, Jaron Curse, they were making plays, man. They were making plays, and I was so goddamn impressed of how they were playing. That's what was keeping them. Kirk Cousins was primetime Kirk Cousins, which means he was sucking. He was not good. And
he's 0-11. He's 0-11. When Kirk Cousins is playing on primetime, don't pick him ever. Well, whoever he's playing, pick the opponent. If he's playing the Jaguars, pick the Jaguars. If he's playing the Cincinnati Bengals, pick the Bengals. If he's playing the Jets, pick the Jets. Because he will fold like my clothes after I wash them. That's who Kirk Cousins is. He's a waste of $84 million. The Vikings should be happy that his contract's almost over, and they need to look for a quarterback because that's the reason they haven't won a title. They have a good defense
every just kept year. Case Keenum, they would have the same results.
Could have kept Case Keenum, and guess what? You would have made the playoffs. Case Keenum took them to the playoffs 2 years. 2 years, made it to the playoffs. Created the Minnesota Miracle. The Minnesota Miracle. It's not Kirk Cousins. It's Case Keenum. Kirk Cousins, I do not like that. He can go like it back in his face. I don't like that. Because he is an abomination. I can't believe he is still in the NFL while Robert Griffin III is in a booth. Wow. That's how much Michael Shanahan hated Robert Griffin III. And that's how much he wanted Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins doesn't deserve... And guess what? He can take his plexiglass bubble wrap self, don't want to take the vaccine because of I'm a genius and I'm doing my own research. What's your research? Show me your research. Show me your points. You're an idiot. I don't like Kirk Cousins. I just do not like him. I prefer Matthew Stafford. If someone told me, hey, someone told me you have to pick a quarterback to win a game on prime time, Matthew Stafford or Kirk Cousins, I'll pick Matthew Stafford in a heartbeat. Because Kirk Cousins is an abomination.
Yeah. So he wasn't good. But then
and of course Cooper Rush beat him. Cooper Rush beat him. What? Chippewa pride. How do you lose to Cooper Rush?
I mean, Cooper Rush is good. Apparently.
No, he's not. You just admitted it he isn't.
He was good in the second half. That third quarter, that he came out in the third quarter, he threw a strike for a touchdown. He was looking good. He was looking good in the second. Didn't have a great first half. Had a good second half, and we won the game. He scored the winning touchdown to Amari Cooper. Hey, Cooper Rush. They have a pretty good backup.
Hey, man, Cooper the Golden Rush. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna start calling him. Caleb, what's crazy, man? You have the most expensive backup quarterback and the most expensive backup running back of all time.
What are you
Because
talking about?
Cooper Rush and Tony Pollard are going to start starting now, man, because they had those great games. So I don't know why they don't start them because because Cooper Rush is 1-0 as a starter.
What?
How
Well,
many?
he's better than Daniel Jones. So I mean,
No, he's not. He
he
probably
is.
is. He probably is. He probably is. We'll talk about
Too
that
bad you
game in a
guys got
minute.
rid of him and cut him. But
Wait, we cut him?
yeah, you didn't know that? Jason Garrett brought him in last year.
Oh yeah, then we were cutting for Mike Glennon. Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Speaking of Daniel Jones and the New York Giants, the Monday night game, Giants lose to the Kansas City Chiefs 20-17. Yeah, Giants suck.
I mean, yeah,
They suck.
but they had a chance in this game, and that's why I picked them. I picked them because they should have won. They should have won. They should have capitalized on Patrick Mahomes' bad play, and he played bad again. And that's what I was predicting was going to happen because he did play bad again, and the Giants just did not capitalize on his mistakes.
You know what I hear? You know what I hear from you is they should, coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda.
Well, I thought they were.
No, they blew it. They fucking blew it. They fucking blew it. This game shouldn't have been this close. That defense is not good. The Chiefs' defense is horrible. 17 points? You can only muster 17 points? 17 points. You can only score 17 points on a defense that the Eagles, let me repeat to you, the Eagles dropped 30 on. The Eagles dropped 30 on them in a loss.
Yeah. So
we should have
scored you guys were going to do that.
The Giants should have dropped 30 points. I get but the injuries. Darius Slayton was playing. Kadarius Toney was playing. Sterling Shepard was playing. So is Devontae Booker. Guess what? Devontae Booker looked good 2 weeks ago and a week ago. He looked good. We couldn't have gotten 30 points. We could have gotten 30 points. Darius Slayton dropped 2 balls that should have been caught. Evan Ingram played better than them. That's how you know you played horrible when Evan Ingram played better than you.
He's a Pro Bowler, Ferris. Pro Bowl Evan Ingram.
Pro Bowls don't mean nothing. It's a popularity contest. Apparently, he has a lot of fans, and I'm not one of them. I have no idea why we didn't trade him. I don't know. We should have traded him and Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton out here dropping balls left and right like he don't know how to catch nothing. Man, he can't catch COVID either. That's how much he can't catch. It's not I used to defend Darius Slayton, but he's not very good. He's a solid number 2, definitely a 3. He is not a 1. Sterling Shepard is a number 2 and sometimes a number 1 in emergency situations. This team, it should have been Daniel Jones, Odell Beckham Jr., and Sterling Shepard. But unfortunately, we sent Odell Beckham Jr. to Siberia because we didn't agree with him yelling at a net. And we didn't like that he called Eli Manning trash, even though he was right. He said he sucked because he did stink. He stink, not sucked. Sorry, part of my language. He stunk.
Did you say
stunk it up?
Yeah, I don't think that's what we were talking about.
He stunk it up, man. He stunk it up. The Giants should have won this game. And here's the thing, too, Caleb. Even though we had a horrible offense, we could have still won the game because we had a game-winning interception. But guess what happened, Caleb? Guess what happened?
You guys had one of the saddest game-winning drives, or at least attempt at a game-winning drive that I've ever seen. That was one of the
Caleb.
Worst drives
Caleb,
to try
it was 17-14. It was 17-14, okay? It was 17-14. He throws an interception. Game's over. But what happened, Caleb? That did not end the game.
I don't remember what happened.
This guy from Old Dominion named O'Shane Zimenez has this nickname called X-Man. He jumps off sides. Negates Darnay Holmes' interception.
Yeah.
He should not be in a New York Giants uniform next year. Cut him, trade Darius, trade Evan. I would be a better GM than David Gettleman. and I have never run an NFL team. I swear to God, if Dave Gettleman is the GM next year, I'm no longer a New York Giants fan. Well, you know what? That's too. You know, why do I keep saying that?
That's not
It's
true.
not gonna happen.
That's
It's
not
not gonna
true.
happen. If David Gettleman is the GM next year, I will not be rooting for the New York Giants.
That's
I
not
will
true.
find no, I won't be. I'll still be a fan of them, but I won't care. I won't care. I will hop on a wagon that drives. I will become a Bills fan. God damn it! Actually, I kind of am already a Bills fan, but I hate Josh Allen. But that's not the point. I'm a big fan of Sean McDermott. But like seriously, I'm not coming to Baltimore. Y'all suck too. Come to Baltimore. Hey, that may be true. That may be true. Hell yeah, I'm boycotting the Giants. I am no longer watching the Giants play. I'm done buying their memorabilia. I'm done. Because it's an abomination. It's a disgrace. We are literally one of the flagship organizations of the NFL. We helped create the NFL. We are one of the reasons the NFL exists today. And we are a disgrace to the game of football. Literally, we are a disgrace to the game of football. They make me want to vomit every time they play. They are a disgrace. I would rather hang out with, damn it, give me somebody who's annoying. I would rather listen to Gilbert Gottfried read me a bedtime story than watch the New York Giants play with his weird, annoying voice. I would rather watch Green Lantern forever than watch the New York Giants play. And Green Lantern is not a good movie.
No, it's not.
Jose, no offense, Jose. You said go on and be miserable then? Yeah, sure. But guess what? Every time I talk to Ravens fans, they're always mad. They're always miserable. Yeah. I understand that you guys have expectations. What the heck is an expectation? I haven't had expectations in years. What is this expectation? What is this thing you call expectation?
Winning games.
What is this?
Expecting to win games.
Whatever. I don't exist. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it in 5 years. I had to sit down and watch Pat Shurmur run my football team. And you know what's crazy? Pat Shurmur was the reason we kept Odell Beckham Jr. for the longest we had, because he loved Odell Beckham Jr. Because you know why? Because Odell Beckham Jr. should be a New York Giant. Because Pat, you know what I'm. You know you're a horrible coach when I'm saying Pat Shurmur is smarter than you. I want him gone. I want him gone. I want Jason Garrett gone. Patrick Graham can stay. But I want Joe Judge and Jason Garrett gone. I want them gone. And for freak's sake, find me a left guard, for God's sake. Find me a left guard. Andrew Thomas needs.
Tried drafting one. You just didn't draft the right one.
No, we should have drafted Rashawn Slater. But we're like, no, let's trade back. Why? You've never done that. Why would you do such a thing? And then guess what? When they trade back, they drafted a wide receiver. We need an offensive lineman and defensive lineman. You know the one bright spot in this game, Caleb? You want to know what the one bright spot game is? We lost. You know why? Because we're going to have a top 5 pick. I swear to God, it better be Kayvon Thibodeau or I'm going to kill somebody. All right.
Well, don't admit it on camera.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I'll take Kevin Zeitler back for a second round pick. I don't know why. The only reason we cut him is that we couldn't afford him, which is poppycock. No, Adelia, I'll watch the game later. Just let me sit in my wallow.
They're probably losing.
No, it said it's good, so we're probably winning.
Oh.
Adelia, give me the update so I can shove it in Caleb's face. Give me the update. All right, Caleb. I'm done talking about this game, Caleb. I'm done.
All right.
I'm done. Let's move on to the upcoming week. Let's preview the upcoming week. All right. Okay. The Raiders and the Giants. Oh, God damn it. The Raiders are going to win. I'm moving on. Caleb, your thoughts?
Raiders are going to win because the Giants suck.
Ah, you're Jordan Ellerby had a hat trick. Yes, yes. 4-2 Kraken. Let's go. All right, continue, Caleb. Sorry.
No, that's it. The Giants suck.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
the
why the
Giants.
Raiders
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
win.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right. No, Caleb. Now this game is very intriguing. It's Saints Falcons. Saints lost. Jameis Winston, their starter, and the Falcons are the Falcons. I'm still gonna go with the Saints because I feel like Travis Simeon is gonna beat the Falcons. You believe me?
I mean, I'm definitely not picking the Falcons. I mean, every
Yeah.
time Falcons, they don't do shit. I mean,
It's
and plus,
stuff. They
like
don't do
people,
stuff. They don't do stuff.
oh my god, whatever. Oh, but the Saints, they didn't like people been saying like they're not really driven by their quarterback. I mean, James Winston's prone to mistakes too. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
not that great. I mean, how much better is he than Trevor Siemian, really?
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
so their offense is based off of Alvin Kamara. As long as they have him healthy, if he goes out, then that's when the Saints really fall apart. And their defense is really good too. So I think they keep Matt Ryan in check and they win this game.
Yeah. All right, now let's move on. Bills Jags. I'll go first because I'm gonna make it short and sweet. The Bills because they're the best team in the AFC. That's literally why they have the best. I think they're the best team overall. They have one of the best coaching staffs. They have one of the best defenses, and their quarterback's very good. And I'm going Bills. And the Jaguars are the Jaguars. Like I'm just waiting for Urban Meyer to be like, oh, I'm retiring due to health reasons, and then show up at like USC. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm going Bills.
Yeah, Bills going Bills too. Jaguars are just not good at all.
Yeah.
They show anything last week. They got their ass kicked, and I'm gonna get their ass kicked again. So going Bills.
Yeah. All right, now Bengals Browns. Caleb, let's go to you first. Bengals Browns. Who you got?
Well, I expected Baker not to play, so that's why I picked him last week. I thought Case was gonna play, and they lost. I should have switched my pick when I knew Baker was in because he's a dummy. He makes bad decisions. He gets infused with the receivers. They don't have any chemistry going on that team, and they're just a mess right now. So I had no faith in them to win this game in Cincinnati.
Yes.
Bengals are going to bounce back from their bad loss against the Jets,
Yes.
and they're just a better team right now, so they're going to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about the Battle of Ohio, I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Joe Burrow is better than Baker Mayfield. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd are better than all their receivers over there. The Bengals don't have a good defense, but the problem is the Browns don't have a good offense. Like, let's be real. Like, when the Steelers prevented you from scoring more than 20 points, you only scored 10 points on the Steelers. When the Steelers didn't even have TJ Watt. I think TJ Watt's still injured, right? Is he still injured?
Don't know.
Yeah, but I think he's not at full strength, and he only scored 10 points against Steelers. So I'm going with the Bengals because one, Odell Beckham Jr. is not there. Your wide receivers don't like you. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are both injured, and your starting running back is Dearness Johnson. Like, no offense to Dearness Johnson, but your Thursday night game was against who? Who were they against?
Broncos.
Yeah, it was against the Broncos on a short week. Who cares? And Broncos didn't have a healthy Von Miller, and they don't have Bradley Chubb, and they have no linebackers. So you should have won that game. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins are just gonna cook them all day. All right, Panthers, Patriots. Caleb, you go first.
Christian McCaffrey's coming back, but they still got Sam Darnold as quarterback. And I don't really expect them to win this game. Patriots looking better and better. They kept it close to us. They won blowout, and then they get a big upset victory over the Chargers. I mean, they're looking pretty good. Belichick's still Belichick, coaching that team up price. So I got the Patriots.
Yeah, we here at Good Friends Better Rivals like to self-scout and admit when we're wrong. And Caleb admitted that he's wrong about Sam Darnold.
Yes, I did.
He's not a very good quarterback. He's made very abundantly clear. He's wasting DJ Moore. That's why I don't start DJ Moore anymore on my fantasy team, because he doesn't play very well when with stinking Sam Darnold. Yeah, pretty much. Like I know Stephon Gilmore is not playing. It's not like a revenge game for Stephon Gilmore apparently. But still, like, the Panthers' offense doesn't give me confidence that they'll win. Like in Christian McCaffrey, I know he's coming back, but it's his first game
Yeah.
back from injury, and sometimes the first game back from injury isn't always the best game. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but most of the time it isn't. So that's why I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Yeah, so like it's gonna be like a defensive slugfest basically. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
defensive
I think it'll
slugfest.
be close. I think it'll be
Yeah,
close. I don't
it's gonna
think
be very
either
close.
team's gonna blow them
Yeah.
out.
All right. Now this is an LGR matchup. We got I see Derek Ridley, our resident Panthers fan. I don't expect Donald or CMC to play. So if they don't
Yeah.
even
Well, then
play,
there you go.
it's definitely a loss.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. Our second one of our annual LGR games. It is the Broncos against the Cowboys. Uh, I'll go first, and then we'll have you, Caleb. Dak Prescott is playing this week. He's playing in this game. It's Dak with his full myriad of toys and weapons. Broncos they weren't frauds, but like they were kind of pretenders.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. So like I kind of feel sorry for them. They're not as they lost Von Miller. Von Miller's not on their team anymore, and I think the Cowboys big, big, like annoyingly big, like so big that you're not even gonna want to talk to Adelia because she's gonna be so angry type big. Like don't hey Caleb, trust me, don't say nothing because you're gonna blow them out. Do not say anything. You know how she gets.
I'll
She's
try
very
not to.
yeah. Don't
Yeah.
don't do it. Just be like it was a great game, Adelia. Well, moving on.
Yeah.
Caleb,
Obviously, I got the Cowboys. The Broncos.
you
They
said
scored.
Roughneck legend.
They barely
You're
scored
welcome.
seven. This Broncos barely scored 17 against the Washington football team. I don't think they've scored 20 points in the last four of the last 5 games. They really struggling on offense right now, and especially our defense coming up for a big game last week. I think they can reduce that again, especially how Marcus Parsons is playing. Yes, Tyron Smith is out, but we're gonna move our Terrence Steele, who's at right tackle, who's playing great at right tackle right now. Basically took Lyle Collins' spot, but he's going to left tackle. Lon Collins is going back to his regular spot, so I think we're going to be pretty good off the line.
Wait, Leo Collins is back already?
Yes, Lon Collins is back.
Oh, it was only 6 games, or
It's
is it
5 games.
8 weeks? It was
It was
5
5 games.
games.
He was actually back last week, but he didn't start because
Because
our guy
they
was
don't
too
need him.
good.
Yeah, they don't
Our
need
guy
him.
was too
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now we need him. That's why we don't trade our pick, our good depth that we have.
Yeah.
We keep our guys. Now we need him. He's going to put back at right tackle. We're going to have a full set of a pretty good line right now. We're going to focus. Even if Dak's not 100%, we'll rely on the run, and they'll do the Zeke and Paul will do their thing.
All right. Now let's move on to Ravens. Yeah. Who did Collins play off to get back so early? Yeah, I just want to find out. Who did he bribe? Someone tell me. Someone find that out for me.
That's what it's such. That's a length. He ain't paying nobody.
All right, so Vikings Ravens. I'll go first. I'm going to go with the Ravens. One, because the Vikings have Kirk Cousins. I hate Kirk Cousins. Two, it's the Ravens are coming off of bye week, so they're going to be reinvigorated, and I think Lamar is going to ball out and show out what's up. Because he didn't play very good his last game out against, I think it was the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals kind of got him, but yeah, it's Ravens Vikings. I'm gonna go with Ravens because of Lamar Jackson. Caleb,
I'll talk about it in the betting segment.
all right, that is one of your betting segments. Got you. All right, now let's move on to Dolphins Texans. Caleb, Dolphins Texans. Your thoughts, my man?
Yes, this is a horrible game. This is ugly,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go with the Texans. I don't think the Dolphins. I just because I don't think the Dolphins are very good right now. The two is not looking very good. So I got for really no concrete reason, I'm taking the Texans.
Yeah. I'm going with the Dolphins because of this one specific reason. Wait, Tyrod's playing this week?
Well, there you go. I didn't know he was playing. I don't think he was playing.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing.
If he is, the Texans are winning. If he isn't, I'm going with the Dolphins for this reason. Tua Tagovailoa is going to be like, yo, you keep your criminal over there. Do not come over here. And he's going to ball out. Because here's the thing. The Texans stink. They stink too.
They do.
And here's the thing too. When Tua plays a team that stinks, he throws for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm thinking. You know? Like, yeah, Davon, check that for me, man, because I don't think he's playing this week.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, so I'm going Tua and the Dolphins because one, the Texans also stink, and Tua always balls up against teams that stink. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm going with. As a resident, yeah, it's true. Resident, resident. Yeah, Caleb. This is also a betting segment, or you gave me your thoughts already? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right. Chargers, Eagles. Chargers, Eagles. So is Tyrod playing? I need to double check. Caleb, Chargers, Eagles. Your thoughts?
This is Ben segment.
Okay, now let's move on. Packers, Chiefs. No, I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up Tyrod Taylor. Yeah,
Chargers, Chiefs.
Chargers, Chiefs.
Is that who playing?
No, yes,
Chargers, Eagles.
Chargers,
It's Chiefs,
Eagles.
Packers.
Chiefs, Packers. Tyrod is playing, but I'll give you my Chargers, Eagles right now because I just found out Tyrod is playing, which is good news.
Oh, so he's playing. So okay, so definitely taking Texans. I already picked them before.
Okay. Now I'm switching. I'm taking the Texans. Texans are winning. The Texans are winning. Speaking of that, I need to change my waiver wire pick. So yes, I'm going with Tyrod Taylor in the Houston Texans because Tyrod Taylor makes the Houston Texans slightly better, and he's slightly better than Tua Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins are just horrible.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going Texans. All right, now Chiefs, Packers. Caleb, your thoughts?
Well, they have no Aaron Rodgers because he's big fat liar. He lied about being vaccinated, so he's not playing in this game because he got COVID. I don't know about their other weapons, but definitely I don't know what Jordan Love looks like. I don't know if he's good or bad. They don't show him. He's not. They don't show anything. How good he's playing or whatever. If he's practicing good, I don't know what they are. I don't like them. I don't like the Chiefs either. I still think their defense is bad. I still think Patrick Mahomes is playing bad, but I'd rather take the known Patrick Mahomes versus an unknown Packers. And I don't know where Ferris went. Okay, there he is.
Yes, I'm going to go with the Chiefs literally because I have no idea what Jordan Love looks like.
Exactly.
It's literally just like I know Devontae Adams is coming back, but still, Devontae Adams is going to do nothing if because I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, why you lied? You lied about the vaccine and you broke COVID protocols because I saw him without masks at the facility. And if the Packers covered up his lie just because they wanted him to stay there, then shame on them.
Did he get it from them? Probably not.
But here's the thing. If he wasn't vaccinated, non-vaccinated players have different protocols to go through. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to wear masks all the time. They have different protocols than vaccinated players. There was photos of him breaking some of those protocols. Like, he didn't have masks in facilities, and I think they're investigating it still. So I'm not gonna say he broke anything yet, but because they're still investigating. But it looks like they covered up his lie.
Yeah, probably.
And if they did, I hope they lose this game, the next game, the next game, and the next game. I hope they don't make the playoffs because that's not okay. This isn't football anymore. You're putting people's lives in danger. You're putting people's lives in danger. People think this isn't politics. It's health, people's well-being. It does not care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a libertarian, man, woman, black, white, young, old. You will die. And you lollygagging and lying that you immunized? You think having it gonna give you immunity? That doesn't work. That's why people can still get the flu even if they got the flu shot. The flu shot just prevents severe symptoms and death. And I'm disgusted by Aaron Rodgers. I used to be a defender of him. I was
I don't
always
know
a
why. He's
defender,
always been a douchebag.
but I was still a defender. I was still a defender. But you know what? But man, most of these athletes are douchebags. Let's be real here. Like,
Yeah,
let's
but
not
I
act
mean,
like
his own mother doesn't like him. When your own mother don't like you, you a
that's
special
no, no,
douchebag.
no. But I always thought he didn't like his mom because his mom did something to him.
No, he
Really?
gave him a gift. His mother gave him a gift. He sent it back. He's an asshole.
What? That was what the story was.
Yeah, they sent him a gift. He sent it back
Wow.
because he don't want nothing to do with them because they don't like each other. He didn't
But
do.
what?
They didn't do
No, but
nothing
here's the
wrong.
thing. No, no,
Why
here's
does
the
his
thing,
brother
Caleb.
love him? Why do they have a good relationship with his brother?
Hey,
Because
Caleb.
it's
Hey,
Aaron Rodgers who's an asshole.
but before we cast aspersions on their family, we don't know what their family dynamic is.
Well, I'm
All
just
right.
saying, one brother has a good relationship with them, the other one doesn't, and Aaron Rodgers just talks like a
Well,
douchebag.
well, Aaron Rodgers also doesn't have a good relationship with his brother, so it's them three and Aaron Rodgers. So we don't. Hey, let's move. Let's talk about football, okay? Who cares about his family business, okay? Yes, I'm going Chiefs because I don't trust Jordan Love, and Aaron Rodgers is an idiot, and the Chiefs will be chiefing the Chiefs. All right, Caleb. Our last game in the 1 o'clock window: Cardinals Raiders. Cardinals, Raiders,
Niners.
Cardinals, Niners. Here's the thing, Caleb. They always play close. Even when both, I remember once the Cardinals weren't very good, they almost beat the Niners. You know when the Niners made it to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
The Cardinals beat them that year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They beat them, and then the second game, the Niners barely beat them 24-10. This is gonna be a close game. The Cardinals aren't gonna like blow out the Niners. They just have that type of relationship. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals though, because of like they're I just think they're slightly better, and they should have beaten the Packers last week. If AJ Green paid attention, they would have won the game. That's why I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
I'm going with the Niners in the upset. They're playing at home, and like we mentioned before, we both think they're better than what the record shows that they are.
Mhm.
Last time they played like 17-10 game. It was really tough game. It was one of
Yes.
Kyler Murray's worst games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, I think it'll happen again. Like I think they'll have another tough game, and I think it comes down to the wire, and I think the 49ers can pull this one off. So and there's this is a pick 'em, and look, and I will give them a betting one right now that this was a pick 'em. It was even money, and well, not even money. It was supposed to be even money, but even odds, and there was no point spread, so it was basically Vegas thinks it's even two. So it's basically just pick who you think is gonna win, and I'll pick the 49ers at home.
Yeah. So basically, like it's one or the other. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals just slightly, just by a hair, just by a hair. I'm going with them. All right, all right. Now the primetime games. Rams Titans. Let's talk at the big Sunday night game. Rams Titans. Caleb, your thoughts?
Without Derrick Henry, like we said, don't know what this team really is. That was basically their whole offense. They have a mediocre defense. Everything's gonna be relying on Tannehill, AJ Brown, Julio Jones. And they brought in Adrian Pearson. Don't know what that's gonna look like. So I'll go with what I do know what looks like and what looks like really good team right now, which is the Rams. So I'll go with the Rams because their offense is pretty on fire. They just got, like you said, their defense looking good with Von Miller now. So I'll go with the Rams.
All right. Yes, I will also be going with the Rams, literally because of the same reasons. What are the Titans without Derrick Henry? That's the question. For the past 3 years, that was them, Derrick Henry. And we're about to see this Sunday night The entire world's going to be looking at them. What are they without Derrick Henry? I think they're going to lose. The Rams will win. And I think Von Miller's going to play very good because he has help. He has Leonard Floyd and Aaron Donald with him. And I think he's going to be bear the fruits of their labor because he's not going to get double covered anymore. Who are you going to double team Von Miller? Or then you're going to double team Aaron Donald? Also, now Leonard Floyd is by himself. Oh, what's going on? It's gonna be a massacre of Ryan Tannehill. He will be massacred. I'm going with the Rams. Caleb, is this also in your betting segment? Bears Steelers?
No.
All right, Bears Steelers, hit me.
I'm going with the Steelers because, like I said earlier, I'm not going to pick the Bears no more. Obviously, my thoughts about Justin Fields. And the Steelers just have these ugly wins. They've been having these ugly wins. And they're playing at home Monday night. I think they can do it again.
You said Steelers?
Yeah, Steelers.
I'm going to go with the Steelers because I do not trust the Bears because I have no idea what they are. I have no idea what they are. 1 week they beat a team, next week they're losing 33-22 to the stinking Niners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Steelers. Love them or hate them. I definitely hate them. They're gonna win this game. The Bears defense isn't as good as it used to be.
Yeah, it's very up and down.
Yeah,
and what they are, they're a running team. That just doesn't have as an up and down defense. That's what they are.
Yes. Pretty much. David Montgomery's still injured, isn't he? Is he still injured?
But the new guy, Herbert.
Khalil,
he's been doing great.
He's doing very good.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Steelers because they, love the Browns or hate the Browns. The Browns score points. Okay, they score points, and stopping them to 10 points. Steelers win. It's gonna be ugly. The Steelers
they're always ugly. Like when do the Steelers not have a not ugly win? Like
exactly.
Just all.
Exactly. All right, Caleb. Now we're at the end of the show. There was a game on your betting line.
Yeah, a couple
games. Now hit us with your get like 2 or 3. Where we can make some money, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't. Last week not very good. Pretty bad. But we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna bounce back this week. We're gonna go perfect this week. Feel it in my bones. So that's what's gonna happen. First game we're gonna talk about was Chargers Eagles, and the point spread is Chargers -1 on the road. And like you said, yes, West Coast teams have a problem with East Coast teams. I agree with that. I just don't think it's gonna happen here because the Eagles are not a good football team, and I'm not impressed with their blowout victory last week. Because they had a blowout victory in week 1. And what did they do the next week? They got beat. They got beat the next week, and that's exactly what's going to happen this week. It's going to be a repeat of that first 1 and 2 weeks. It's going to happen again. They're going to lose the last thing. And in -1, it's not that much to cover. They basically just got to win the game. So I got the Chargers -1. And also because the Chargers are 8-3 against the spread in the last 11 games, and the Eagles are 1-7 in the last 8 games against an AFC opponent. And there's a lot of and this week there's a lot of AFC, NFC teams going against each other. So keep that in mind when you're betting. Check the trends on what NFC versus AFC teams do, because there's a lot of matchups like that this week. So I'll keep an eye on that. My other pick is Minnesota Vikings at Baltimore Ravens. The Vikings are getting 5.5, and I'll take the points. I will take the points. I don't think they win. I think the Ravens win, but it's going to be close. It's going to be close, and I think point spread is too big in this one. I mean, this game's not prime time, so you don't have to worry about prime time Kirk Cousins. But the Vikings have been keeping it close with good teams this year. They've kept it close. Even last week, they kept it close with a good team, Cowboys, obviously. But they've done that multiple times this year. Their 4 losses have come by a total of 15 points. So I just don't think they're going to lose by more than 5.5 points in this game. I think they're going to keep it close, and I think it's going to be a lot like how the Ravens played the Lions. I mean, it's going to be that close. I mean, win by a field goal. I mean, it might not be like a 68-yard.
What's the line, Caleb?
It's 5.5.
It's 5.5.
So, yeah, so that's why I think the Ravens probably win by a field goal, and
I'll take it. Yeah, I would take that.
And I'll take the 5.5. So
I'll take the 5.5.
Ravens win, but Vikings cover.
Caleb, I have a question, man. Can you because I always, meaning when we talk about betting, I always use terminology wrong. Can you explain some terminology? So over under is total points, right?
Between it's the total points of both teams scored added up.
And the line,
either over
what's
or
the line? What's the
line? Is the point spread, whether -1, +2, whatever on the favorite
So like you said, the line is 5.5, right? That's what you said. How does someone say I'm taking the Ravens, but they're going to beat them by more than 5.5? How do you say that?
You're saying the Ravens. You're laying the 5.5 points.
But like, what if people say they take the 5.5, but they say they're not going to beat them by 5.5? They're going to beat them less by 5.5. What does
you just say Ravens -5.5? That's it. Ravens
-5.5, and then if the Ravens beat them by more than 5.5, you say Ravens +5.5.
No, that's it. You just want.
That's it.
You just want.
But like when you go place your bets, you indicate they're gonna beat them by more than 5.5 or
you go Ravens -5, or it's the way at casino you just circle a number on your sheet, so you don't really have to say anything. You just pick the number off the board.
Okay, but how do they know that you mean?
Because it's on there. It's on the sheet. There's a number by Ravens -5.5.
No, I know that's what you say. I know, but I'm saying, how do you indicate to the betting people that you're taking the Ravens, but they're going to beat them by only 3?
Well, you can bet it down. You actually can pay. You can pay for a bet down. Even though the spread is 5.5, you can bet it down to 3 but it's an extra cost.
No, but it's not. Wait, I'm not talking like. Okay, I think I've used this word wrong. Not bet it down, like they're not going to beat them by 5.5. You think they're going to beat them by 3? You emphasize that they're going to look, but like not like 3.
If you think they're going to beat them by 3, then you're going to take the Vikings +5.5.
So you're going to take the Vikings +5.5.
Yes.
Or but what if they beat them by 4 or 2? Like, how do you like? You know what I mean?
That's still Vikings +5.5.
So you say Vikings +5.5.
Yeah.
But then if you think they're going to beat them by more than 5.5, you say Ravens -5.5.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I've never bet, so I have no idea these. I don't know the terminology. That's why I'm asking you these questions, because I'm probably never going to bet, but I still like.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up, Derek. I'm asking questions here. I'm asking questions. That's my job, to ask questions. This is painful. Your face is painful. All right, Caleb.
Well, yeah, we can collab. We can have you on the guest.
Yeah,
sure. Maybe I'm not explaining to him right, because whatever, I explain things wrong.
No,
you can explain it more easier to him.
We'll talk, Derek. We'll talk. When you free one of these.
But anyways, you brought up over and unders. The overs just are bad this season. Don't pick the overs. Pick the unders, especially when the under is like under 45 or less. Pick the under in that, because that is winning big time. The overs not hitting this season. Home teams not hitting this season. Had a good week last week, a bad week most of the season, and the favorites have come back down to earth. They were on a good hot streak. The favorites are not. Had a bad week last week, and they're still losing more than they're winning. So a lot of the underdogs are hitting right now.
All right, that's great, and that's wonderful, Caleb. Thank you. And like we always do, we always end it on the betting segment, guys. Thank you guys for coming and watching. Caleb, where can they find you, my man?
You can find me at NFLCaleb22 on Twitter and Instagram, whatever. And also, you can find me on letsgetreadynetwork.com. You can find my article, all my articles there, and find me on this channel doing other stuff like movie reviews and TV reviews and whatnot.
Right there, guys. Letsgetreadynetwork.com on the ticker. Make sure to click on that to find the articles. I'm Ferris Muthana. You can find me at Ferris Muthana on Twitter. I'm here with Caleb every Thursday night after football to recap Thursday night football. Me and Caleb, we're gonna re up on our Tuesday show where we just talk sports, not just college football, because there's a big fights this weekend.
Yeah,
We got
multiple.
Canelo, yeah, multiple. We got Canelo Alvarez versus Caleb Plant. We got my mic. Uh, Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. Rose Namajunas versus Weili Zhang. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Chito Vera. Shane Burgos against somebody. So it's gonna be a lot of fights. So we're gonna break that down on Tuesday. It's gonna be out on Wednesday. We're also gonna talk a little basketball. So that show is gonna be our entire basketball show, or not a basketball, our sports show. Our other sports will be on that channel. All right. On that note, thank you guys for coming and watching us. We thank everyone, the supporters, Davon, Derek, always here every week. Much love to y'all. Star Jew here every week. We saw Jose or Brodney. One of them was here because they both run that account. We saw Adelia. Thank you for the Kraken update. I'm probably gonna go rewatch the game and be happy because I just talked about the Giants for 30 minutes and I don't like doing that because they bring me so much
But
pain.
everybody else loves when you do it.
Yeah,
It's very
whatever.
entertaining.
Yeah. Guys, next week it is Ravens against who? Who is it? Ravens.
Ravens, Dolphins, which is
Ravens. It'd be Ravens Dolphins. We're picking the Ravens that game.
yes.
So make sure to come and visit us. Or their mama, yes, or their mama, yeah. We may have a special guest that week, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see if he comes because he's an old man. He has to go to sleep before 10. The
Yeah.
rockabye baby. But yeah, on that note, thank you guys for coming. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Stay smooth.
Don't cuss.
Hey, don't cuss. Yeah, don't cuss. Stay breezy.